The history of feminist economics as a journal, I can't remember the exact year, more than 20 years ago, though. A bunch of women attending the economics meetings, and I think it was in Dallas, Texas. I think it was in Dallas, Texas, because I remember Barbara Bergman taking me out for tea at the Neiman Marcus Tea Room in Dallas. Anyway, it was just a bunch of women who knew each other and kind of through word of mouth set up a meeting, and we had a really historic meeting in which, among other things, we resolved to form an organization that would be really international in character, and that I guess from the very beginning we didn't think it wasn't just gender that we thought was a problem in the economics profession. We thought there were bigger problems as well with diversity, and so we at that meeting we settled on a name, the International Association for Feminist Economics, as a way to hold ourselves to a commitment to be more international. And it turned out to be a really important, really a decisive kind of signal. I don't think we could have really achieved the critical mass that we did if we hadn't actively engaged economists from a variety of different places. And there were certain countries that were actually really pretty well represented. The Nordic countries, not surprisingly. India had a kind of really interesting group of women economists who were really engaged in gender issues. Turkey is another country that wouldn't come to mind if you're thinking about a source of feminist economists. Australia, Latin America. So I think one of the things that kept us going was this great experience of learning from this very international, multinational community. And we pretty quickly made this commitment to start a journal. And at the time, it was just considered such a utopian, crazy idea. And it really turned into a very successful, highly respected journal with a high impact factor that I think has done a lot to legitimate the phrase feminist economics.